Did you know that your brain is physically incapable of building habits the way you've been taught? Every single morning routine, every gym membership, every this time will be different, on promise, all designed to fail from the start. But in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you why Navy SEALs, Olympic athletes, and neuroscientists do it completely differently, and it has nothing to do with discipline. Here's what nobody tells you. Willpower is a battery that drains throughout the day. Scientists call it ego depletion. Every decision you make, every temptation you resist, every time you force yourself to do something, you're draining that battery. This is why you can say no to donuts at 8 a.m., but you're face down in a pint of ice cream by 10 p.m. It's not weakness, it's biology. Your brain has two systems. System 1 is automatic, like breathing, walking, driving a familiar route, no effort required. System 2 is manual solving problems, making decisions, forcing yourself to work out. This burns energy fast. Every time you rely on motivation, you're using System 2, and System 2 always runs out. So here's the secret. Instead of fighting your brain, you hijack it. It's called implementation intentions. And it works like this. You create a trigger that's so specific, your brain stops thinking and starts doing. Not, I'll work out more. That's vague. That requires willpower. Instead, after I pour my morning coffee, I will do 10 push-ups. That's it. 10. Not 50. Not an hour at the gym. Just 10. Because you're not building the habit, you're building the identity of someone who shows up. Navy SEALs use this in combat. They don't rely on courage in the moment. They create automatic responses. When X happens, I do Y. No thinking, no hesitation, just action. Michael Phelps once swam an entire Olympic race with his goggles full of water and won because his routine was so automatic, his body knew exactly what to do. You're not trying to change who you are. You're making the right action the easiest action. But here's where everyone screws this up. You start small, you feel good, and then you get greedy. You go from 10 push-ups to 50. You stack 5 new habits at once, and you burn out in a week. There's this thing called the valley of disappointment. Your effort shoots up immediately, you're giving 100% on day 1, but your results? They're at maybe 2%. Week 2, you're still putting in 90% effort. Results? Maybe 5%. Most people quit right here because the gap feels unbearable. But here's what they don't see. Results are always delayed. Always. Think of heating ice. 20 degrees, nothing. 25, still ice. 30 degrees, ice. 31, ice. But at 32 degrees, suddenly, everything melts at once. That's your breakthrough point. And most people would have made it if they just kept going for 2 more weeks. So here's your protection. Track inputs, not outputs. Don't measure pounds lost. Measure workouts completed. Don't measure money earned. Measure sales calls made. Because inputs are within your control. Outputs aren't. And here's the final piece. Temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. Only listen to your favorite podcast while working out. Only go to your favorite coffee shop when you need to write. Only watch your show while meal prepping. Your brain starts craving the hard thing because it means you get the good thing. I only let myself go to this one cafe I love when I'm writing. Now my brain gets excited to write because it means I get to go there. You're not building more discipline. You're designing an environment where success is inevitable. Look, you've probably tried to change before. We all have. But you weren't failing because you're weak or lazy or broken. You were failing because you were using a method designed for failure. The method I just gave you is how behavior actually works. It's neuroscience. It's what works when motivation runs out. So here's what you do. Pick one habit, just one. Use the formula. After existing habit, I will new tiny habit. Start tomorrow. Start absurdly small and commit for 30 days. Not because you'll see massive results in 30 days, you might not. But because in 30 days, you'll prove to yourself that you're the kind of person who keeps promises to themselves. And that identity shift, that changes everything. Drop a comment with the one habit you're starting. Writing it down makes you 42% more likely to follow through, and I'll be here to support you. If this helped, hit that like button. It helps more people find this. Subscribe if you want more content on mastering your mind and actually achieving your goals. Now, go prove to yourself what you're capable of.